se retrouve sur Return to Grace. Je sais pas comment ça se dit, parce qu'il y a eu personne y joué. Ah, parce que j'ai pas regardé en fait. Il est sorti récemment. Et on va go le tester et on verra bien si j'aime ou si j'aime pas. De toute façon, faut toujours se faire un avis avant. Et oh, je fais tout niquer, voilà. Par contre, je connais pas encore le but du jeu. J'ai pas vraiment regardé. Donc je pourrais pas savoir.
Stick's not responding. Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
Attendez, peut-être que le son est un petit peu fort, peut-être. Merde, audio. Ouais, on est bon comme ça.
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9. Oh, there it is. Addy?
Tout.
Addy, please respond.
My everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen, maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addy, we've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
It's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh.
Oui.
Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. Wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
All right.
Je sais pas où je me dirige. Ah, faut aller
Let's
là-bas.
figure out where you're at, Grace.
You know the beacon could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here. I can't believe this storm. Where would this have come from?
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
There's something man-made here. Looks like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay from the Dawes Sea Dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan. There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
This looks climbable.
Parle beaucoup dans le jeu.
Which way
On va aller
here?
par là.
Oh no! Ugh. Yep, there goes the back again.
On a failli mourir, hein, ça a failli être la fin du
Fell
jeu.
into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least some place where it will be easier to find my body. Looks a little tight.
qu'il fallait par là, du coup.
Another station. Too close together to be weather stations.
So seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would track activity. The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Oh my god. This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addie?
I'm looking at what must be the Spire superstructure. I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible. I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Did you make it, Addie?
I'll let you know in 1 sec. I'm in. All right, Grace. Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
Oui, comment je passe? Ah. Ah, je l'ai pas vu.
Hope my light still works. Well, you should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not excited?
Yeah,
Crash landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months of spaceflight, are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
Pourquoi je crois que c'était en l'air.
Looks like the
Exactly.
tunnels can be air sealed. I'm guessing large parts of the station can be pressurized. These can't be powered. Must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
I think I can crawl through.
Wow. Je vais y
Jeez,
aller ou?
that's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Je crois que c'est quoi le vert?
Ah, it's probably
Le
fine.
vert?
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Il prend même pas de dégâts de chute ce fou. C'est un tricheur.
Gosh, I hope this is the right way.
Le bouton vert. Alors là, mec, c'est des questions que tu me poses que je sais pas. Alors là, je pourrais pas te répondre.
Oh boy, this is slick.
Addie?
Oh no. Whoa.
Are you hurt, Addie?
Wow.
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous. This has to be the Gray Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
I found the beacon. The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection
Moi,
here?
en fait, j'ai pas regardé.
Theoretically, if you run a scan, I
En
can
fait, il y a
attempt
tous
to
les
connect.
succès qui apparaissent là, et du coup, je vois rien.
The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact. You can use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close. First position is locked. Second calibration position
Ouais,
is
il y a
up.
un truc qui s'est- Vas-y, bon appétit, Farak.
That's 2, and here's the final position. That's it. We're in. Accessing the network now. Oh.
Shit. Alan, you there? Alan?
Hello?
Ha!
A visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Who is this? Who are you? Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you... Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must apologize, Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance. There should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the sliding doors.
Hein?
Look for a hinged floor grate at the foot of one of the doors.
This must be it.
Ah.
Working the winch will open the door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate the completion of the Grace Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll light the way.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
Okay, the 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Till we have a better idea of who you are. And,
Ah, au centre. Ah.
so what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the Spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can recall.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. That makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
C'est ouvert? Oh, c'était ouvert derrière.
Can Can you open this?
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
You still there?
Oula, c'est
Where
plus
would I
rapide.
have gone?
You sound a little different.
Just stronger. The
Wow,
voice
encore un
of
mec.
control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty.
Ouais, là-dedans, peut-être, non?
What's the crane for?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
You know what's in these?
Enough, Addie. You must go to the generators. You must prime the generators first.
Makes sense. These look like holding tanks. How exactly do these turbines work?
For the last time, go to the generators.
Ah,
These
ok,
look like
je
crystal
voulais,
core processors. Amazing. You can find the material to build one of those today.
Why do you insist on being so insolent? Go to the generators.
So, why do you need... What happened here? Someone ripped this apart.
Ah, je l'ai poussé à bout. Je crois. Ouais, je crois, ouais.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed, we are all part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power. Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament. The turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
the broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Alright. Going down. I'm safe to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple the safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not. You must now go to the magnetic crane.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
Ok, là, il faut que j'aille où?
More sabotage, maybe.
You must go to the crane.
Train, c'est où ça? Ah, c'est ça, je crois, ouais. Alors, on va aller plus rapidement, c'est possible?
You must first cast out the old turbine. Now cast aside the wretched unit. Now you shall place the new turbine.
Everett?
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Grace?
Everett.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel, and spread word of my return. From Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered. We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
On doit aller où?
So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
There's no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, when she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we share an interest in shedding light on this Dark Age. From what I can tell, there is some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which should lead you to the other parts of the spire.
Et toutes les portes qui ont été enlevées.
I will illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
Bon bah, pour YouTube, on continuera la prochaine fois sur ce jeu. Le jeu il est un petit peu... Bah il est bien, mais... En fait c'est un peu mal indiqué, genre. Si t'as pas compris la mission, si t'as pas compris ce qu'ils ont dit, t'es foutu. Genre c'est ciao. Donc c'est pour ça, faut faire attention dans ce jeu. Et voilà. Donc YouTube, si la vidéo vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à liker, à commenter, à partager, à vous abonner, ça fait toujours plaisir. Et sur ce, tchuss tchuss.